Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now today we have here the Asus TUF F15 laptop that I have been using for almost 1 month now. And in this video, it's just going to be me sharing my quick experience with you guys on how my creative process actually goes on by using this Asus TUF F15. Just to keep the name simple and short, I'm just going to say this is the F15 from now on, so it makes it sound so much simpler. Alright, so before I begin, I just want to share a little bit on the price. This device is coming in at about close to 5,500 ringgit here in Malaysia, and of course that is based on my specification for this particular laptop right here. If you want to see more specs, of course it will go up in terms of price if you add on more stuff to your laptop, but yeah, mine's the 5,500 ringgit version. Right, so let's take a quick look at this design right here, because personally I kind of like this design. It looks very cool here. It has this grey, total grayed out kind of look here, and of course if you want something more flashy you can go for the white version. A very huge TUF here you can see on this particular model right here, and at the top here we do have two fans, very large fans. On the sides here we also have another fan here and another final fan on the other side of the laptop. So pretty simple stuff here. Of course, if you flip the device to the bottom, here you can see all the screws and you can remove this back cover to actually, upgrade your stuff in the laptop. Me personally, I don't open anything, so it's fine just that way. All right, let's put the device back to the front here and show you guys a little bit more. So this is the F15 like I mentioned, and Asus is claiming that this is sort of the portable kind of gaming laptop, and I do have to agree with that. In terms of thickness levels wise, this is about 20 millimeters thick, which actually is fine. It's not a big deal. Weight wise, this is 2 kilograms here, so obviously it's not as light as my previous Ultrabook that I have right here, but in terms of a gaming laptop, I think it's fine. 2 kilograms is fine, guys. Now let's look very quickly at the ports that we have on the sides here. So over here on the right we have two USB Type A ports, very standard stuff here, and we have a Kensington lock at the top. Now we flip it to the other side right here. Bear in mind that this is the charging port. You have your Ethernet, your HDMI, another USB Type A, you have your Type C, COM, Thunderbolt 4, and of course your headphone jack. So those are the kind of ports that you can see on this F15. Now let's move back to the laptop itself and see if we can pass the one finger open test. Let's see if it goes. And yep, it looks like it does. So yep, this is how it looks like. At the front here, we do have a 15.6 inch 144Hz display. My spec right here is actually running on the 11th gen Intel i7 processor. It is the 11370H processor right there. RAM-wise, mine comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and in terms of memory, it comes with 512 gigabytes of internal memory. Now, in terms of the graphics though, my version comes with the RTX 3060. It's the 6 gigabytes DDR6 kind of graphics card right here. But of course, again, like I said, you can always customize your spec and get a higher spec graphic card, again, down in the links in the description below. So, alright, now that we have this laptop explained and open up right here, let me just explain to you my personal usage and feel after using it for 1 month. Now let's start with the display right here. This is a decent display. Again, I won't say that this is the best display. In terms of color accuracy, I noticed that when I edit my photos or videos, it doesn't turn out to be the most accurate here. I mean, it works. It's very smooth because of its 144 Hz, but just color accuracy wise, it's not the best. In terms of brightness levels, it maxes out at 300 nits, which isn't really that bright, but I work mostly indoors, so I can accept the display right here. One thing you might notice right here is that on the top and even at the bottom here, there is no webcam. So if you're a student and you just want to use a laptop for work as well, or making calls, video calls, you can't really do that on this F15 right here. And I think that is sort of a minor issue for me. Personally, whenever I join calls, I always turn off my video. So depending on your usage, this one doesn't come with a webcam. Now let's move on to the performance part, because I do use quite a lot of this device here to do all my editing. You can see that I have my Premiere Pro installed right here. Very quickly, in terms of exporting a 1 gigabyte video, it takes about 10 minutes. I think that's fine. It's not fastest, it's good enough. One thing you do need to know though is that on the top here, we have this Armory Crate button, and usually I always go with turbo, and I have to have my charger plugged in to get that mode. So at turbo, the fans really blow out, and this is where I want to mention one point. So as you can see, the fans are at the top portions of the laptop right here. So whenever you put your hands down like this, you can actually feel the heat blowing at your hands. So that's one thing that I didn't really like. Apart from that, if you put your mouse in, it's going to be at the bottom section right here again, and it kind of blocks you again. So that really affects my movements with the laptop again. So if you're using everything just on the laptop itself, there's no reason to complain about. But yeah, just based on my use case right here, the hot air is blowing out and it just bumps into the sides of the chassis right here. So I don't really like that, but small problem, small problem. Alright, now let's move on to the keyboard itself. Keyboard-wise, it's actually very nice to type on this guy right here. Let me just show you a quick demo here on the Microsoft Word. So testing out the keyboard on the F15. So notice that it is very quiet. So that's what I like here, because sometimes you work at night and you don't want to trouble anyone else. So it's very quiet and very nice here. In terms of key travel, I think it's 1.7 mm. Very, very decent. Nice and soft here. Of course, some of you might prefer a mechanical keyboard kind of feel. You got to go for that if you're looking for that. But yeah, it feels great here on this keyboard. Very nice, no complaints whatsoever. At the top here, I must mention that we do have these 4 hotkeys. You have your volume adjusting, turning off your mic, as well as that quick shortcut to the Armory button. Pretty cool. One thing though that I don't really like here is the RGB setup. We only have one fixed color here, unfortunately, and yeah, it is in this sort of like cyan blue kind of color. I think it's fine, it looks alright, but of course if you're looking to spice things up and you want a very colorful keyboard, you can't have that here, so that's that. Now moving on to the trackpad. The trackpad works fine, it's very good here, it's very precise. I like it, no problems with that whatsoever. Now very quickly, let's talk a little bit about the battery powering this device. So in terms of battery life, without the charger plugged in, which is a 200 watt unit by the way, pretty decent here, very fast charging speeds. But yeah, without the power outlet in, it's only about 1 to 2 hours based on my personal usage, and honestly speaking, that isn't too great, but I understand that this is a gaming laptop. I'm always using my performance or turbo mode, so it makes sense to plug it in, and most of the times I'm working indoors, I'm not outdoors, so it doesn't really pose as a large problem for me. But that's just me, and yeah, I think that pretty sums up my very quick experience with this F15 right here. Overall, I'm very happy with this laptop here. So far, it has been churning out all the videos that you see on the channel very smoothly, very quickly, without much hiccups. There are a little bit of stuff that I might not really like, such as the fans blowing out here, no webcam and all that. But I think it just works. Most importantly is I get the videos out on time, and yeah, this laptop has been helping me with that all this while. A final note here, Asus is also providing this spill coverage kind of warranty. So at one point, I actually did accidentally spill some water onto my laptop. I sent it in for repair, and thank goodness it comes covered with that spill covered warranty. So all I need to do was pay 20% of the total repair cost, which was fine, not too much of a hassle, pretty reasonable as well. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much what I want to cover in this video. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you like this video, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Bye!